ask questions using est-ce que and qu'est-ce que. And we're going to see their responses, how you can also respond. So now, what is est-ce que and what is qu'est-ce que? Let's read. Use est-ce que to start your question when you are expecting a yes or a no answer. So this is one way to use the est-ce que. Est-ce que we have, in this case, when you're using it to expect, when you're using est-ce que, expecting a positive or negative answer, it means, are you, like when you're asking, are you sad? Are you hungry? Are you, okay, that kind of questions. You use est-ce que. Or when you want to say, do you eat rice? Do you play football? You're going to use est-ce que. I hope we understand this. Est-ce que and qu'est-ce que are two, they are called interrogative pronouns. They are two interrogative pronouns that you can use towards ask questions. And they mean, are you or do you, when you are expecting a yes or a no answer. In this case, I'm trying to say that when you're asking a question that you know you are expecting a yes or no answer, you can start your question with est-ce que. There's another way you can use est-ce que, but today we just want to learn how to use it in order to get a response that is either yes or no. Okay, so let's move down to the examples we have. The first one is, est-ce que tu manges? Est-ce que tu manges? It's a question. And the English equivalent is there on the screen, so you can, say it. Are you eating? It's just like saying, do you eat? Or, are you eating? Okay, so remember I said you use est-ce que when the question, and it means here, are you or do you? Okay, so here you can say, oui, je mange. Mange. Oui, je mange. Oui, je mange. And when you're saying no, of course, we just saw how to convert a positive sentence into a negative sentence. So we can easily look for the verb. What's the verb there? Manger, the verb mange. On that sentence, oui, je mange. Mange is the verb. It comes immediately after the subject of the sentence, which is je, I, je. So you put your ne pas surrounding the mange. So there we have non, je ne mange pas. You see? Non, je ne mange pas. Okay, so that being said, we can go to the next question, which is, est-ce que tu joues au ballon? Est-ce que tu joues au ballon? Est-ce que tu joues au ballon? This question can mean, are you playing football? And it can mean, do you play football? You see? Okay, I hope you get it. So the answer here can be, oui, je joue au ballon. Oui, je joue au ballon. Which means, yes, I play football. Or you can replace au ballon with the pronoun y, as we can see there, y. So we replace that au ballon with y, and the y comes immediately after the subject je. And so there we have, oui, j'y joue. So when someone asks you, est-ce que tu joues au ballon? You can answer, oui, j'y joue, which means, yes, I play it. It, the y is the it. Okay, this could be a topic for another day it's a grammar topic actually, where you learn what the y stands for, how to use it, how to place it in sentences and all. Okay, so the next here we have, non, je ne joue pas au ballon. Non, je ne joue pas au ballon, which means, no, I don't play football. Or you can also use the pronoun y and you'd have, non, je n'y joue pas. Non, Je n'y joue pas. All right, so go to the next sentence, which is est-ce que tu vas bien? Est-ce que tu vas bien? Are you fine? You see? You start with est-ce que. No, when we learned about greetings, we learned about how to also ask how are you. You have tu vas bien? Are you fine? So you can still start that question with est-ce que tu vas bien? To mean what? Are you fine? You see? Because you're expecting a yes or a no. So the answer can be oui, je vais bien. Oui, je vais bien. Or it can be non, je ne vais pas bien. Non, je ne vais pas bien. Next we have est-ce que tu parles français? Est-ce que tu parles français? So it is do you speak French? Do you speak French? Est-ce que tu parles français? You can answer by saying oui, je parle français. Oui, je parle français. Or you'd say non, je ne parle pas français. Non, je ne parle pas français. Okay, the next we have est-ce que tu regardes un film? Est-ce que tu regardes un film? Oui, je regarde un film. Oui, je regarde un film. Okay. So that being said about ESCO, I'm sure now we can, at least make efforts in asking question using ESCO, because now we know what to expect as an answer, and we also know how to place the words, the ESCO. You place it in front of the sentence. You say it first before you ask. You say ESCO, and you say, you could say tu parles français? Tu parles français? It's a question, right? But you can still say est-ce que tu parles français? It's the same thing. The same thing. All right, it's just the same thing. So the next here we have is qu'est-ce que. How now do you use qu'est-ce que? Qu'est-ce que is used to ask questions that demand saying the answer without starting with a oui or non. Nice, right? So when you're using qu'est-ce que, you're not expecting a yes or a no. Instead, qu'est-ce que can mean what? 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 So when you say qu'est-ce que, you are expecting a word answer. You're like, what is this? What are you doing? So expecting the person to say what he's doing, not necessarily to say yes or no. No. So for example, go straight to the example we have. Qu'est-ce que tu écris? Qu'est-ce que tu écris? What are you writing? J'écris une lettre. J'écris une lettre. J'écris une lettre. Qu'est-ce que tu écris? Here, you're not expecting to answer, or you're not expecting the person to answer, yes, I am writing. No, because what we asked is, what are you writing? Or what are you writing? You did not ask, are you writing? You did not ask, est-ce que tu écris? You see, you did not ask, est-ce que tu écris? Instead, you asked, qu'est-ce que tu écris? Qu'est-ce que tu écris? All right, so go straight to the next one. Qu'est-ce que tu manges? Qu'est-ce que tu manges? What are you eating? You see? Once you just say qu'est-ce que, you want to know the thing. You're not asking est-ce que tu manges, which is are you eating? Instead, you're asking qu'est-ce que? Qu'est-ce que tu manges? What are you eating? Okay, so you can say je mange du gâteau. Je mange du gâteau. Je mange du gâteau. All right. The next we have qu'est-ce que tu regardes? Qu'est-ce que tu regardes? Not est-ce que tu regardes un film? Instead, qu'est-ce que tu regardes? So the answer would be je regarde un film. Je regarde un film. Next we have Qu'est-ce que tu proposes? Qu'est-ce que tu proposes? What do you suggest? You can answer here we have is je propose une sortie à la plage. Ah, je propose une sortie au cinéma. Je propose une sortie au théâtre. Je propose une sortie ou encore, you can suggest here asking, what do you suggest? Not are you suggesting, but what do you suggest? Next here we have, qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? We saw this question earlier, that was last week, on Saturday when we learned about introducing yourself, how to introduce yourself, and where we asked your occupation, your profession. You can say, quel est ton métier? What is your occupation? Quel est ton métier? Quel est ton métier? Or you can ask, qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? Literally, it means, what do you do in life? What do you do in the life? What are you doing in life? You see? But then in English, the way the English would say it is, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? So in French, it is, qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? Qu'est-ce que tu fais dans la vie? So you answer by saying, je suis fonctionnaire. If you are a civil servant, you'd say, je suis fonctionnaire. If you are a teacher, you say, je suis professeur. Or you'd say, je suis enseignant, a masculine teacher. Feminine teacher would say, je suis enseignante. In one of our topics, we're going to be saying, in the future, we're going to be saying professions, different types of professions in French, their masculine and their feminine forms, okay? Because they're adjectives, and adjectives, I agree with nouns. And because nouns can be masculine and feminine, I had mentioned this before, it means that they can also be masculine or feminine. The adjectives that qualify the nouns will also take masculine or feminine form. Depending on the noun it's qualifying.